Most of you probably needs no introduction, but the rest of you, I'm going to give a brief intro. Michael's a longtime video journalist in the protest scene here in Portland, and his YouTube channel, Laughing at Liberals, has amassed millions of views for the antics that this city is known for. July of 2016? Yeah, July of 2016, he was at a Black Lives Matter rally near Pioneer Square, where he was accosted by several Black Bloc members, and he drew his firearm in self-defense, did not fire it, and was arrested and charged with several felonies. So, I mean, I think he can do a much better job of explaining the situation tonight. So, without further ado, here's Mike. Thank you.
So it's a little odd being the speaker here at an event at PSU. You know, for so many years, I filmed so many events here on campus. You know, I never really intended to become a public figure. You know, I always liked being on the other side of the camera, but this whole public figure thing has sort of been thrust upon me here. Yeah, so for as much as people make my case about the Second Amendment, I think my case is equally, if not more so, a First Amendment case. And that's in 2 or 3 different ways, which I'll get to here a little later on. You know, it comes down to a matter of First Amendment versus mob violence in the streets. Essentially, the ruling in my case has legalized mob violence in the streets. And the scary part is if they can do it to me, they can do it to you. This essentially legalizes the KKK to go and attack people of color in the street if you apply the same standard to what happened to me, and the person of color whom they're targeting is the one guilty of crimes if they try to stop the KKK members from harming them. Very scary precedent for everybody. You know, I'm someone who has always supported civil rights for everybody, constitutional rights for everybody. You know, I look at my case as less an issue of left wing, right wing, whatever, and more an issue of civil rights in general. So I sort of started off in this whole journalism thing sort of as a hobby. You know, I enjoyed going to events, filming things that happen in the streets. You know, I looked at what I do a lot like an observational style of work, fly on the wall. You know, I like to go to events. I like to be a fly on the wall. I like to put the viewer into what's going on, and I would post most of my videos with minimal commentary, you know, minimal narration, just showing what happens at protests, at politicians' town halls, at things that happen here at PSU or PCC, just, you know, various different things that were not being covered by the mainstream media that I felt needed attention. So I just started posting these up on my YouTube channel, and these grew over time. You know, I eventually got a job blogging. I eventually started selling my videos to news outlets. My videos and stories have been featured on Fox News, MSNBC, Time Magazine, the Nigerian Herald even covered one of my stories. Yeah, that was the one, you guys may have seen the ad for State Senator Chuck Riley when he said slavery was right for the time. Democrat, of course. So I filmed him saying that at one of his town halls. And that made international news right there. And the guy who was running against him in this last election was using that in one of his ads there. So yeah, you know, there were international news outlets hiring me, commissioning me to go and cover events in the area. They were buying videos from me. This eventually morphed into my actual job, my primary source of income. As 2016 rolled on, Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! No, Nazis in our school! No, violent gun it means so. Fuck you, you don't get to say. No Nazis in our school! No Nazis in our school! No Nazis in our school! Bail Nazis out! Bail Nazis out! Bail Nazis out! Bail Nazis out! Huh? Oh no, I'm gonna say. Michael, you pointed a gun at me, so fuck you. This is what you get. You pointed a fucking gun at me. Would you like to speak? Right. No.
You just doesn't get to fucking speak.
I would like to chat with you. Do you want to have a conversation? I'm more than
No,
willing
you
to have a
pointed a gun at
conversation.
me. You passed the point of conversation.
You're one of the ones who participated in the attack on me then? Is
I
that what
didn't
you're saying?
fucking touch you, man. And you fucking pointed a gun at me.
Then don't pick fights with people in the street. If you don't want someone to pull a gun on you, don't pick fights with people in the street. It's a simple
Never
concept,
picked a
man.
fight with you.
If you're saying that I pointed at you, you were one of the ones involved in it.
You never put your finger on the trigger, I think, right?
Officer
You
Higby,
pointed
are
a
you
gun
going to
at
step
me and
in?
everybody else.
Officer Higby, are you going to step
I
in?
think she called in reinforcements.
No, not gonna touch it. Okay, let's all move up so we can hear Michael.
Alright.
So go ahead. Speak to us. Do you think this makes you look any better, dude? Like, do you think this helps you in any way, shape, or
Oh,
form?
it totally fucking welcome to Portland.
I love how unconfidently you say that. You can't look at people when you talk.
I'm willing to shake your hand and have a conversation.
He doesn't want a conversation.
I don't want to have a conversation with you. You pointed a gun at me. I'm done with
Don't pick a
conversation.
fight with people in the street. If you're so scared of me, then why did you show up to an event you know I'm going to be at?
I'm scared. Yeah, that's called fucking bravery when I show up to the guy that pointed a fucking gun at me.
Don't pick fights with people in the street.
Oh, he scared me.
You know, soldiers have guns pointed at them all day long to protect your right to do this.
Cool.
So what
I'm
about
gonna exercise
them?
my right.
Yeah, you have
What?
those
Nice
rights.
case of whataboutism.
Yeah.
I'm not
You're a punk.
You're obviously on your side.
You're a little wussy punk.
Why do you want to interrupt?
because fuck him. Because fuck
Fuck
you,
him is not an
Michael.
argument. You basically...
That's the best argument.
You condone a bunch of mass people separating a person and attacking them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you don't know what you're talking about. So why you leave?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe you could close your racket and get some information for a change instead of just shutting yourself down. Maybe you can learn something. You obviously don't know the facts when you walked in here, do you? Yeah, you don't.
Even his friends left. Even his friends are too embarrassed to talk.
I'm being triggered by that bell. Can we do something about that? Make sure we get your face on video.
I was raised around
You
angry
believe in
cows.
self-defense?
Angry cows.
You believe in self-defense? You don't believe in self-defense?
I don't believe that his pulling a gun was self-defense.
What about 12 guys going at him in black clothes? Was that self-defense? Apparently you haven't paying too much attention to
As far as
ANTIFA,
I
have
can
you?
tell, I've been totally successful. I've shut this entire shit down.
No,
All
you
by
haven't.
myself. No, I'm I'm kicking his platform out from under him.
Yeah.
See, all the cameras are pointed towards me.
I should
Yeah.
be a punk motherfucker.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Hey, why'd you hit me, man?
No one's hitting you.
Getting hit.
Hey,
No one's hitting you.
Why'd you hit me?
No one's hitting you.
Why'd you hit me? Huh?
No one's hitting you.
Don't hit me. Hey, knock it off, dude. I'm just standing there.
Why'd you bump into me? Nobody hit you.
Okay. So you get tired of that
So, Michael, tell us the rest of it.
Have you checked therapy out yet?
I really do think so. You need to talk about your anger. That's the little weenie.
I'm not mad, you're mad.
You don't talk about it. I'm not mad.
And why are you approaching me?
I'm disgusted.
Why are you approaching me?
Like you.
Fuck you, Michael. Oh,
You're
hi,
a punk.
you're a pedophile.
Your mother's a pedophile.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
you touched kids.
Hey,
I went
Tank,
to
what's
jail
up,
for
Tank?
touching kids.
No.
This guy went to jail for touching kids.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
That's another one of your fucked up facts you don't have straight. You
Yeah.
can't talk. You can't have a
I'm just
conversation.
gonna stand
You don't know
here.
your facts. You don't know shit. All you can do is confuse,
Don't
disrupt, and
touch me,
torment.
please.
That's all you know how to do.
Please don't touch me.
When are you
Please
gonna grow
stop
up?
touching me. Thank
I'm
you.
not touching you,
Thank you
see?
very much.
No, I'm not touching you. So have you seen Stop Therapy yet? Because, I mean, you must have PTSD for getting over all this stuff now. I really feel for you because you really have some issues. You know, I can tell that, you know, you have glazed look, that you probably, you know, masturbate all the time, and maybe like the Smith panties. I don't know. You do need some help, though. You need some help. Look me in the eyes. Are you that much of a coward you can't even look me in the eyes? What the fuck is wrong with you? Man, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you get off on this? What the fuck is your problem?
I've successfully shut this down. I'm good.
Well, you know, don't you ever worry about ramifications for your actions?
Yeah, don't you ever worry about ramifications for yours?
I do, all the time. I didn't make it to 65 years old by being a fuck up.
Well, I haven't fucked up yet.
Oh
I haven't gone to jail yet.
Well, yet is a big key. You got really bad breath, though. I have to give you that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll keep you from just getting fucking in my face.
I know. I'll get up there real close if you want me to. I'll give her a kiss.
I'm not gonna kiss your geriatric mouth.
Well, I got a nice little butt for you. Nice and tight little butt. You can lick that thing. Ooh.
If this is all I need to do to shut you down, this is fucking easy.
Oh, yeah. I still want to know what's wrong with you, buddy. There's really
Michael pointed a gun at me, so
get over it. Life happens. Life happens.
What? If somebody pointed a gun at you, would you allow them to speak?
I've been shot before.
Yeah.
Don't give me no crap about
you do.
You're leaning.
What do you do when you get shot?
I bled.
You bled? You bled? Okay.
I got mad and I moved on.
You got mad, didn't you? I got mad too. I got mad.
Moved on.
Well, that guy pointed a gun at me, so I'm here.
Move on.
When did you move on?
Oh, probably about 3 weeks afterwards when I got out of the hospital.
Oh, where did you serve?
What?
Where did you serve?
I didn't serve anywhere. I was shot in the city by an asshole.
Where?
Well, good for you.
That never got caught.
Where?
Good for you.
Yeah, I got over it though.
Did somebody call for more cowbell?
No.
No?
Yeah.
I think you made a mistake. I think you thought this was a farming thing.
Don't fucking bump into me, buddy. Don't bump into me.
Does hearing damage count?
Okay, just like that. They're all gonna stop.
Now you can get the fuck out.
Michael's not speaking, so I'm just gonna sit here.
What's your name, by the way?
Sawyer.
Okay, cool.
So why is it okay that his free speech is more important than our free speech?
I'm just exercising my free speech. It's just
We're not talking.
yours.
You have nothing to say. You have no argument.
All
You
right,
just make a
guys.
bunch of racket. That's not freedom of speech.
All right. So what's interesting, though, is thanks to the case law precedent set in my case, we have the right and legal authority to physically attack him right now for doing this. And he's the one committing a crime if he tries to stop us from doing that. That's the case law that's been set in my case right now. Would you agree with that? Would you consider it to be threatening if we, with masks over our faces, surrounded you, started pushing and shoving you, demanding that you leave a public area?
Already did that without the mask.
I never saw him in the video where he says that you're pointing the gun at him.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I never seen that either.
Maybe he's hiding somewhere.
Would you show us your picture?
Find out.
But this other guy's Cascadian, so it's probably he's probably Cascadian that basically lied. Well, you're Cascadian, and he's apparently you two are talking together about how to disrupt the meeting. Yeah, I've seen you
I don't know
block.
what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm not surprised.
Brain cells to figure it out.
Yeah, it takes 2 brain cells to figure it out. I guess you two can't figure it out, huh?
I have more brain cells than this entire room combined. So
He has a sense of humor, apparently.
Yeah, he does.
At least he can get to the point, Robert. I'm surprised your wrist got tired with all the practice you had.
So,
Go ahead. Or why don't you shout him?
Yell over it, man. The guy's a fucking retard.
As it stands now,
We have the right to physically attack him.
Oh, that masturbation training really came in handy.
You got a little on your chin.
We have the right. It didn't last very long there. That's slow spurts of energy.
Don't you have something better to do? He's got PTSD and he can't get over it. He was afraid.
Look at this, Michael. I stole your entire stage. Everybody.
If that's what you want to call it.
Actually, I'll tell you what. We're going live, so you haven't stole anything. All right, we've gone live, and now it's probably...
The podium is yours. Say what you have to say.
Thank you.
For 5 minutes. I'll give it to you for 5 minutes.
This is all I gotta say. Fuck you, Michael. Fuck you. That's it. It's all yours.